Guys, Dusty here with another YouTube video pickups and stuff. And yeah, we have found more video games. It took a while, but we managed to find more video games. And I also have a couple video games that didn't take necessarily a while since the last pickup video to find. But yeah, it took us like a week to find video games. There was just a week stretch. That hasn't happened in a while because we've just been so freaking lucky this year. But, things get slower in the winter and it gets, just a little bit more boring. So I've been trying to figure out some content to make in between these pickup videos, but I have actually finished Persona 3 Fez the Journey. So I haven't finished the answer yet, but I finished the Journey, so I will be doing my retrospective on that. Still need to finish all the other games that are in the queue. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and start on pickups. And let me know in the comments if there's any other kind of content you guys want to see on this channel or see me do or whatever. Yeah. So this pickup was actually from a few weeks ago, maybe almost a month ago. But I was at the Iowa Falls Goodwill. And, I was just taking the walk through the Goodwill, and in their toys section, I saw this. Well, how could you miss this? It's a Guitar Hero Legends of Rock set here, and, it didn't have the game in it, but that's okay because I already have the game somewhere here. But I didn't have this, box set with the guitar and everything, and it has the guitar in it, it just doesn't have the game. But $3.99. That's what they had on it, so that's what I paid for it, and that's now I own this, and now it's taking up space. It's taking up way too much space. Oh no. Anyway, so yeah, and next up, this pickup is actually from eBay, because we couldn't find enough pickups in the wild. No, I've been saying I'm gonna get this for a long time, and those of you who have been watching for the past while will probably know that I've been on the lookout on eBay for a copy of Revelation Series Persona, or just the first Persona game, on the PlayStation 1. So, and the problem with games like that is they're not rare games like, here I have, for example, Earthbound, where, you find freaking 4 of these copies going up on auction a day in this good a shape. Something like Revelation Series Persona on the PlayStation 1, you maybe find a good condition copy go up for auction on eBay maybe once every 2 weeks. It's hard to find a good condition copy of that game and get it for a decent price. So basically what had happened was the auction was ending Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I was actually out on a walk with my sister at that time because, I've been trying to get fit, dusty, whatever. But yeah, I had to do this auction while I was walking. And of course, since I was walking, I was out of breath. And I was looking at this posting and I was like, oh crap, I didn't check their feedback yet. So I wanted to make sure they had good feedback. Scanned over, they had about, 60 or 70 feedback with 100% positive. So I figured I'd go ahead and place a bid on the auction. And because, I've been watching this auction for a week, right? So I chose the last 30 seconds to look at the seller's feedback when I was on, 4G no less. So, I went ahead and I went in to place my bid and I typed in $110, but I didn't type in $110. My finger slipped and I typed in $1,010. So I ended up paying a little bit more than I wanted to, but at least, hey, I own the game now. For $125-ish, I think $126 and some odd cents, we managed to find, finally, a game that, I freaking have been wanting for so freaking long. Revelations Persona for the PlayStation 1. And yeah, this is an actually really, really freaking nice condition copy. The manual is freaking perfect. There might be, there's a little bit of a warp in the very middle, but you come to expect that out of something from, I think this is from 1996. But yeah, if you look at the disc here, I don't know if you're going to be able to get a good image of this disc, but there's a couple scratches, maybe small scuffs, but definitely nothing too major. It's not like my copy of Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, since I put it through the PlayStation 3 of Death, and it was once perfect, but now it is freaking destroyed! Anyway, it's not that bad, but maybe since I have a studio light now, you guys might be able to see the scratches. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this was in perfect condition until I put it in my PS3. I don't know if you see the scratches. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I guess I'll find out when I, check out this video. But it has some nice scratches on it. But anyway, we picked up Revelations Persona. I couldn't be freaking happier. $125. What's money anyway? Oh yeah, that's what I use to buy food to eat. Anyway, so next up we encounter the 7-day lull of no video games. And then I went into the Iowa Falls Goodwill, which is a little bit more of a happier story. So I go into that Goodwill, and I'm walking through again, and seriously, always the toy section nowadays. I find the back of a Game Boy Advance SP. So I'm like, this is the back of Game Boy Advance SP. So I grab the thing, I look at it, and try to find out, how much they're asking for it. And this is what it said on the price sticker. Yeah. So went ahead and brought that up to the counter after I was done looking around and asked, you know how much this is supposed to be? This looks like the bottom of a 5, but I wasn't quite sure. So she took it to the back, asked how much they wanted to charge for it in the back room, because that's how Goodwills do it, apparently. So she brings it back out. She's like, yeah, it looks like $5.99. I figured $5.99, that's, pretty good, even though this thing's not in the greatest of shape. And it didn't power on at all, so I figured, battery's just dead. But these things are resilient. All the buttons worked, so, I had no problem paying $5.99 for it. So, I give her the $6. And she finishes out the transaction. She gives me the Game Boy back, and she also gives me the $6 back. So I assume that's just their way of, evening out the transaction for accounting purposes. But yeah, for absolutely free, because I got my money back, the Game Boy Advance SP. So, and I did end up testing this out, and it does fire on, as you can see there, and backlight works, speaker works, everything. So, yeah, pretty freaking sweet. That's okay. I gotta say, this is the cheapest I've ever gotten a Game Boy Advance SP. Runner up would probably be the 4 that I picked up for 50 cents a piece at a garage sale last year. But subwoofer going by. But anyway, yeah, for free we managed to get a Game Boy Advance SP. So next up, these pickups, I believe, were... Oh, no. I had actually gotten another pickup as soon as I can find it. Oh, yeah, I see it here. So, that same day, after going to that Goodwill, I went to the Mason City Goodwill. And the Mason City Goodwill at this point is just a barren wasteland, basically, which makes this pickup very appropriate. And, there's just nothing there anymore. Like, there might be, 10, 12 DVDs if I'm lucky. So... yeah, it's mostly just clothes, and I did find a Roomba there, but, it was kind of an old model, looked pretty crusty, so I wasn't gonna... That, and what the heck am I gonna use a Roomba for? My house is like 3 square feet. But anyway, I was looking on their shelf where they keep their DVDs and games and stuff, and I managed to find this copy of Fallout Classic Collection, which has Fallout Tactics, and Fallout 2. And they charge $3 for everything that's like in a DVD case like this. It was $3. Yeah, it was $3. I even have the receipt for it. And yeah, I figured... I wasn't sure 100% at first, because it's like $3. I don't know if I want to. But I figured, first of all, it would be basically free considering the Game Boy Advance SP that I just picked up. And also, I looked on eBay just to figure, okay, how much is this game usually going for? Because if I can get it for the same price on eBay, like new or something like that, then I'm just going to go for it. And people are paying like $17 for it on eBay, so I figured, why not? Go ahead and pick this up for all of $3. Alright, so I think it was the next day I was at the local pawn shop, and you know how, if you ever go to a pawn shop and like there's that one game in the case that you're like, I'm not entirely sure on this, and it's like, I'd buy it if it was right there, but it wasn't quite worth the effort of having somebody get it out of the case and then going up to the counter and, that kind of thing. Well, there was actually finally a reason for me to go into the case, so I managed to finally pick up, I think it had been in there for like a week, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite for $2. And, it's in nice shape. The UMD's in great shape, manual's in good shape, and there, so I figured $2, why the heck not? And then also... the reason I actually got into the case was because they had one new Game Boy Advance game in there, and that one new Game Boy Advance game was the Nintendo classic version of Metroid. And yeah, from what I hear, this is supposed to be a fantastic way of playing the original game. And yeah, I like these little classic NES series, because first of all, they're like, I don't want to grab the disgusting one that I picked up in the last video. It's still right there, by the way. I haven't mustered the courage to touch it. But as you can see, it's like the same color as a original Nintendo Entertainment System cartridge, so that's pretty cool. And you know, it has a scratch off the label right there, but other than that, you know, it's cool. And as you can see, if I put it, see, I'm putting two pickups together. If we turn this on, look at that, bing, bing, and then look at that. Yep, it works. And they even fit it to like the aspect ratio of the Game Boy Advance screen. I mean, they could have just ported it over 4:3, did a lazy conversion, but no, they actually went all out on those from what I heard. I haven't quite played through one of the games yet, but I do have Legend of Zelda 2 and Xevious already, so I'm going to have to play through those at some point. But yeah, that concludes this pickup video. I already actually have pickups for the next pickup video. But yeah, we're getting to a nice 10-minute round number. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you want to see out of this channel in the comments. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Take it easy.